Hold on. Okay. So I had this whole intro set up. I was gonna do what I do. What's up, everybody? Welcome. My phone fell. I'm doing it. You can see you can see my room. I was doing a time lapse on my phone to post on Instagram, but it didn't work. So we're gonna try this whole thing again. We're gonna try it again. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Kelvin Graves Show. I'm your host, Kelvin Graves. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, for spending a little bit of your day with me as we talk about news topics that are probably going to affect you in your life. I hope everybody is having an amazing Saturday morning. We're here. I'm filming. I got some news topics. Hopefully this goes up, but knowing me, it probably won't. But if it's up, praise the Lord. Because y'all should know me by now. Y'all know I kind of have a hard time with doing this. So we're going to get right in. Tennessee State University. No, they're not in the no, I'm not talking about them having financial troubles right now, even though a story just came out earlier today about them in financial troubles. Tennessee State University and Belmont University launched an accelerated medical school program. So, the Tennessee State University's College of Life and Physical Science and Belmont University's Thomas F. Frist Jr. College of Medicine announced a collaboration that will create an accelerated a medical school pathway for TSU students. The program was named the Dr. Levi Watkins Jr. Medical Accelerated Pathway Program. It is a 7-year pathway that reduces the traditional medical school timeline by 1 year. TSU and Belmont announced it in a joint news conference. It includes the completion of a bachelor's degree in biology or chemistry in 3 years at TSU and 4 years at Belmont's Thomas F. Frist Jr. College of Medicine, which opened in July. The release says, quote, this collaboration represents a significant step forward in addressing the national physician shortage while creating a sustainable pathway for diverse medical leaders committed to serving underserved communities. Dr. Karen Lewis, who serves as the Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Belongings at Belmont's new medical school, said the new program uh, stems from the school's commitment to empower a diverse group of leaders in the medical field. Dr. Caleb Marsh, who will lead this program, which offers support to TSU students as they progress through schools and includes a week-long visit to the College of Medicine. The program will also give students a chance to shadow clinical workers, learn about research opportunities, and prepare for the medical school admissions test. Dr. Marsh is the current director of Pathway Programs and Recruitment for the College of Medicine, according to LinkedIn. He has also served as senior health professions advisors for the University of Texas at Austin and Temple University, which is in Philadelphia. He has also been the director of pre-health advising at a college in Dallas, and all that's according to LinkedIn. The program is named after a TSU graduate and cardiac surgeon who pioneered advances in his field, including implanting an automatic defibrillator in a human for the first time. TSU also has an institute named after him. Dr. Watkins designed to uh, TSU also has an institute named after Dr. Watkins, which is designed to recruit and train students for careers in medicine and dentistry. Barbara Murrow, who chairs TSU's Dr. Levi Watkins Jr. Institute, says she is excited about the new partnership. I think we all should be excited about this new partnership. I hope it also comes with some type of financial increase because we all know TSU is struggling when it comes to finances. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know when it happened. I just know it happened. I think this is a good thing. And for the student, it doesn't say when this is opening, but I'm guessing this may open in the 2025-26 in the fall 25 school semester. I think that's when it'll open. I wonder why they chose Belmont first, or who. I want to know. I wonder who reached out, because there's also Meharry Medical College, which is a wait. Now I'm confused because I don't know if the Thomas F. Frisk Jr. is that's a medical school, right? I think it is a medical school. It's just a weird name, because usually I would think it would say medical school, but it says um College of Medicine. So anyway, it's still a good thing. Now locally, Metro Nashville Public Schools is expanding security measures. In the wake of the deadly shooting at Antioch High School, Metro Nashville Public Schools is expanding security measures. On last week, they unanimously agreed on an amendment, and they pretty much voted to extend the contract to Evolve's weapon detection system in every high school. So these weapon detection systems are in Antioch High School currently. They've been in there since the school shooting, and they voted to increase these in all high schools. So I looked on the website, and different companies that use these weapon detection systems: Dollywood, the Grand Ole Opry, the city of Chattanooga and Detroit, Belmont University, Clayton County School District, which is in Jonesboro, Georgia, near Atlanta, the Atlanta Public Schools, Bridgestone Arena, the Jacksonville Jaguars, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the Patriots, the Titans, and the Predators, Nashville Predators, use these detection systems. In a statement, MNPS Director of Schools Dr. Battle said, quote, "We know this isn't a perfect solution to every challenge we face when it comes to keeping our schools safe, but it's once again meant to be a part of a multi-layer approach to safety." The board also asked parents and community members to do their part, because what they were saying was pretty much this is what they're doing. They're spending money, I think $5 million $5 million over the next 5 years um for this initiative. And the community also has to do their part. The state legislature also has to do their part. The president and the governor and the they all have to do their part to keep us safe. That's all it is. And for me, I'm a senior in high school, so I'm probably not going to see these implemented. I'm pretty sure they're going to start implementing these. I think I'll be graduated when I see these. I better not walk into school Monday morning and see them. But um, we're moving right along here. Um, so Vice President Kamala Harris has signed with the Hollywood talent agency. The former vice president is making so this news article now is kind of confusing to me. This news article says, and I quote, "Former Vice President Harris is making one of her first post 2024 White House bid moves, signing with Creative Artists Agency." So she signed with the talent agency. Um, the Los Angeles-based company said the CAA will work closely with Harris to on her post-White House initiatives, creating strategic opportunities to expand her platform in support of the issues she has championed throughout her decades-long career in public service. It's not the first time Harris turned to the CAA. They represented her when she was a California senator, before becoming the vice president. Former President Biden is also represented by the CAA, and former President Obama and former First Lady Obama are also signed with the CIA. And if the Obamas are signed with it, then that's how you know something good gonna happen because Michelle Obama is everywhere. She's an author, she's an executive producer on a show called like Silver Dating or something like that with people that are over the age of people that are elderly, not elderly, but I would say like I think 50s and up are on the dating show. That's interesting. I saw like the first maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I need to go back and watch it because it is interesting. Um, so yeah. While Harris has offered a few hints about her plans since losing the November election, she will be the Democratic front runner for the governor of California. She jumped if she jumped into the state's 2026 race. According to a survey released by Emerson College, the 60-year-old former vice president brushed off. Wait, the former vice president brushed off questions about potential, but about a potential gubernatorial. I think that's how you pronounce that word, gubernatorial bid earlier this month. She said, quote, I've been home for 2 weeks and 3 days. My plans are to be in touch with my community, to be in touch with the leaders and figure out what I can do to support them. So, the amazing vice president, former vice president, isn't saying she's running for governor, but some close sources, I think, when near, I think earlier this year or late last year, said that she was either considering running for governor or rerunning for president. And if she signed up with this talent agency, she's going to run for something. I think. I think she's going to run for something. Kamala Harris is too young. I don't even think she's 60. She might be. I don't think she's 60. But even if she was, she's still too young. I mean, Biden, he went ahead had to go ahead and retire. Trump needs to retire. Nancy Pelosi needs to retire. Mitch McConnell needs to retire, and everybody else. Now, I'm not getting into term limits. I'm not a fan of term limits. I think I'm gonna say this because I just got myself into it. I think if your constituents want you, they're gonna vote for you. If they don't want you, they're not gonna vote for you. So as long as your constituents are gonna vote for you, then you're good. If they can trust you enough to lead them, then you're good. Anyway, the vice president is going to run for something. I personally think she should run for governor. She should run for governor in 2026 and then make another presidential campaign in 2028, or she should just in these next 4 years, she honestly should kind of lay low, help her community, get people back into knowing who Kamala Harris is, maybe rerun for Senate if there's a Senate election coming up in California, local politics, something, to get her back used to the community, and then going taking that next step into public service. Um, with that being said, I'm gonna take a quick break, take a little water break until we make it to the next portion of the Kelvin Graves show. When we come back, I have a legislative update. I have a top 10 and a Reddit and responded. The subject for the Reddit and responded: Am I wrong for wanting my girlfriend to drop her guy best friend? We'll be right back. We're back. I was going to go straight into the legislative update. However, I have some interesting news that is kind of old news, but I think it's still kind of relevant because they're still in the middle of it. So, Dr. Marie Fagans, who is the former Shelby County School Board Superintendent, Memphis Shelby County School Board Superintendent, has sued the school board for violating the Tennessee Open Meeting Act. So if you don't know, Dr. Marie Fagans was, I think, the interim director of Memphis Shelby County Public Schools, and they fired her. They released her, I'm guessing, from her contract after 10 months and being on the job. They released her in January. She has filed a lawsuit. All 9 members of the school board are listed in the lawsuit, which was filed in the Shelby County Circuit Court. Dr. Fagans alleges that the current superintendent Roderick Richmond also met with board members in November to discuss becoming her replacement. Now, board member Michelle McKissick said that she's not surprised with the lawsuit. She pretty much said that the night that Dr. Fagan's contract was terminated, she was disappointed that the board chose litigation over leadership. She she said that her fellow board members need to do some soul searching. She also said because she is a member of Memphis Shelby County schools, she can't really say anything. All she can say is that it's not a surprise. Now, Dr. Fagan's um fired her with cause and avoided paying 48 $487,500 in severance. The resolution was introduced in December by Board Chair Joyce Coleman, and it said that Dr. Fagans failed to provide evidence of her statement that the district employees were paid $1 billion in overtime for time not worked, accepted the donation of more than $45,000 without board approval, and misrepresented what happened, and misled the board and public about federal grant and its missed deadline. Now, this accepted a donation of more than $45,000. What does that have to? What accepted a what does that have to do with her being on the school board? I don't think. Now, I haven't read through the bylaws of the Memphis Shelby County School Board or whatever they have to operate or whatever they have to do, but I don't understand what $45,000 has to do with the school board. Now, Dr. Fagans, of course, said that she of course denies any wrongdoing and says that she is a target of false accusations and political maneuvering. Now, it's time for a legislative update. The Tennessee General Assembly is reconvening, and after searching through around 1,500, actually, it's probably more than 1,500. Let's see. I was wrong. There are around 1,410 bills that have been introduced in the House of Representatives and 1,443 that have been introduced in the Senate. So after looking through around 100 of those, I've chosen three that have that have stuck out to me. I'm sorry, I've chosen two. The first one, House and Senate Bill 2 by Representative Afton Bain and Senator Charlene Oliver, is simple as it ends the grocery tax. No more tax on groceries. Groceries don't have taxes. If it's $5.99, you paying $5.99. And House Bill 485 and Senate Bill 517 by Representative G.A. Hardaway and Senator Ramesh Akbari, who is the Senate Minority Leader, authorize the school boards and charter schools to provide up to 4 days of the required 180 days of classroom instruction via hybrid learning in the event of dangerous or extreme weather conditions. Also, in Florida, there's a Florida special. I'll be looking at those bills. One has been they've been assigned to committee, so I'll be looking at those. Florida is gearing up for a special election. In April, there are two House seats open, congressional seats open, and two Democrats are running. So it's District 1 and District 6. In District 1, the Democrat Gabe Alamote is running for Florida Congressional District 1 against Matt Gaetz, who over the past year has been under investigation by the House Ethics Committee for sexual misconduct and drug use allegations, and superheaded the ouster of a U.S. speaker. The ousting, excuse me, superheaded the ousting of a U.S. speaker, which, if I'm correct, was Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy. Valmont was born and raised in Georgia. She has a bachelor's degree in health and exercise science from Georgia Southern University and a master's in education from Troy State University. Before earning a career in sports medicine in Atlanta, she worked in a predominantly black high school in the area and with the Atlanta Falcons. Following the Sandy Hook school shooting in 2012, Velmont took her first steps in the political arena and joined Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, a nonprofit that advocates for stricter gun control measures. By 2016, she became the leader of the Florida chapter and grew engagement by more than 400%. And Josh Whale, who is running for Congressional District 6 against, I think, Randy Fine. According to his website, he lives in Orlando. He is a single father of two boys and a school teacher. Both of these candidates, if both of these candidates win election, the Democrats will gain two more seats in the House. The breakdown will be 217 to 216, giving the Democrats a very slim majority. And if this happens, and if the Speaker resigns, then House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries will become the first African American Speaker of the House. Now, I don't think if both of these people win and the Speaker does not resign, I don't think he'll have as much power as they want him to have. If only one candidate wins, the Democrats will also be close, but the Republicans will need every member to vote in either the affirmative or the negative to move or block a bill to the Senate. So right now it's, I think, 218, 215. So the Republicans need every single member to agree for them to have a say because it's very slim. It's not like the Senate. I think the Senate has a big, very big majority. It's not real big. It's not substantially big like the Tennessee Senate with six or seven Democrats. But the uh, U.S. Senate majority is kind of big. So yeah, that was your legislative update. I'll be right back. The Kelvin Graves Show will be right back. And I'm back. Had to take a little breath, a little breather, because I've been talking for a minute. So I have a top 10 list. This top 10 list is probably going to be controversial. And I found this list on IMDb or IMBD, whatever it is, and I kind of edited it. These are the top 10 black sitcoms. Number 10. I'm starting at number 10. I don't usually do that, and I'm starting at number 10. Number 10 is One on One, starring Kyla Pratt and Flex. His last name is either Alexander or Washington. I think it's Flex Alexander. Flex. Yeah. Number 9 is Sister, starring Tia Mowry and Tamara Mowry Housley. Number 8, Living Single, starring all of those people, including Queen Latifah. Number 7 is Martin, starring Martin Lawrence. Number 6 is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, starring Will Smith. Number 5, Moesha, starring Brandy. Number 4, Tyler Perry's House of Pain, starring all of those people. Number 3, Family Matters, starring all of those people. Number 2, The Cosby Show, starring Bill Cosby and the amazing Felissa Rashad. And number 1, Good Times, starring all of those people. That was a top 10 list of um, black sitcoms. Again, the top 10 list of black sitcoms: One on One, number 9, Sister, number 8, Living Single, number 7, Martin, number 6, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, number 5, Moesha, number 4, Tyler Perry's House of Pain, number 3, Family Matters, number 2, The Cosby Show, and number 1, Good Times. That was top 10, the top 10, my top 10. And lastly, Reddit and responded. Reddit and responded is when I read a letter off Reddit and respond to it. This letter, am I wrong for wanting my girlfriend to drop her guy best friend? I'm 17 and my girlfriend is 18 and we have a problem. She has a guy best friend. And I refer to him in quotations because he's more of a childhood friend since they don't talk as much anymore. However, while we've been together, there have been multiple situations because this guy is obsessed with her. He liked her for years, although they rarely text. Since they were childhood friends, sometimes they meet each other by a coincidence or within a group. An example would be they met each other at a mutual friend's pool birthday party, and he was trying to get touchy with her by touching her leg. Although, oh, touching her leg. Another time, he randomly came over her house to give her a gift when I wasn't allowed to come over because it was earlier in the relationship. To be fair, he came unexpectedly. He came with a friend. He left pretty quickly. I'm just uncomfortable that this guy who is obsessed with her is also is in contact with her. Additionally, she also liked him at some point, but nothing happened. She's apparently on multiple occasions screamed at her, telling her, excuse me. He's apparently on multiple occasions screamed at her, calling her the B word because she doesn't want to be with him. But when I asked her if she could drop him, she flat out says no because he's a childhood friend and they barely talk. I'm wondering if I'm overstepping in trying to take control in who she talks to. They haven't seen each other in a while or texted, but it's makes me uncomfortable. Am I wrong? Am I overreacting? Yes, I think you are overreacting. I think you are kind of wrong in this situation. One thing that I read that um gets me is you said another time he randomly came over her house to give her a gift when I wasn't allowed to come over as it was earlier in the relationship. To be fair, it was unexpectedly. He was the friend. He left quickly. Blah blah blah. My thing is, when I'm looking at this childhood friend, somebody I've known longer, kind of outweigh somebody I just met. But that's my opinion. She liked him for an occasion, but nothing happened. He's apparently called her the B word because she doesn't want to get with him. But when you ask her to drop him, she says no. I think you are overreacting. I don't think a partner, somebody in a relationship, a girlfriend or a boyfriend should tell said partner to stop being friends with somebody. I don't ever think that's the case. I think if you trust your girlfriend enough to let her make her own decisions, then you're good. She can make her own decisions. You don't have to make decisions for her. That's not your business. Your business is to stick to your relationship. But that's my opinion. Well, so yeah, I think you're overreacting. Thank you everybody for watching the Kelvin Graves show. I'm Kelvin Graves. Little announcement before I leave. I am planning on, so if you don't know, which most of you probably don't know, I film a lot of episodes of the Kelvin Graves show. I just never upload them because I don't know. There's something about them I don't like. So I might do that. I might upload some archives, some unedited versions of the Kelvin Graves show that would never released before. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching the Kelvin Graves show. You can follow us. Oh, first like, comment, and subscribe on this video. You can follow us on Instagram at Kelgraystudios. Follow me. I am Kelgray. That is IAMKELGRAY on Instagram. Kelvin Graves on Facebook. And I'm on Twitter. I just forgot because I really don't use Twitter that much. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in the next.